Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Nails on Fleek over here on YouTube, and today I'm bringing you some Christian Louboutin nails. Okay, yes, I've been watching Tiger King, but I'm not going to do this whole video as Carol Baskin. However, these are my Christian Louboutin inspired designer nails for the designer series that I have been doing. So in my last video I did Chanel, and this is what you can look forward to doing today. So if you want to see how I did this using Après Gel X, then keep on watching. I've picked out two of my favourite red colours that I have. This one is Hollywood by Shellac, which just has a little shimmer in it, which is great. And this is a pure red from Lavender Violets. Now I'm going to show you how I use both of these just to compare the two. And the first step is to go in and paint your whole fingernail with a layer of the red. Now this is the Lavender Violets one, and you can see it's actually got a really good opacity. This means you don't need more than one layer for this particular design, and if you were going to do a whole nail with it and nothing else, then you would only need 2 layers. It is really that good for applying evenly. And for the comparison, I am doing Hollywood on my ring finger. Now I haven't used this one in a long time, but I was quite surprised when applying it over the Gel X to see how sheer it is. I'm not sure if this is actually an issue with this particular bottle that I've got, because I don't remember it being like this when I was working in a salon. I remember it being a lot more opaque. But you can see the two of them together, there's a very big difference. The Hollywood has more of a pink colour to it, and the Lavender Violets is just a deep red, which I feel is more the traditional Louboutin colour. So that's the one that I've decided I'm going to use. So I'm just finishing off the rest of my nails with that, and I'm only doing 1 coat. I've been very careful with it, but you don't need to be because you're not going to see it from above. But that is all of the nails together, and you can see the difference. And when I turn over, this is the most important part, you can very clearly see that red shining through the clear extension. And the second way that you can get this effect is by painting the underside of your nails, and that's what I'm going to do on this ring finger, just to cover up the Hollywood, as I decided to go for the Lavender Violets red instead. Now you want to make sure that you get as close to your finger as possible, and then make sure that you apply a nice thick layer of top coat on top of that to make sure it stays shiny and in place. Now when you're ready, you want to go in with your colour coat. I've decided to choose a nude nail today because I think it's the very classic Louboutin look, or I would have gone for a black. But I wanted to see how it would look with the nude and how many coats it would take. So this is just a standard nude from Shellac. I think it might be Pink Pursuit. I forgot to take a video of it. And I did 3 layers of this, and I just decided to do the pinky all at once just to make sure that it was a good colour and would cover that red. And you can see there, it's a pretty solid looking coverage. Then when you're done, and I've done all of my nails off camera, I'm going in with my top coat just to make sure that they are nice and glossy. And it's basically as easy as that. You can see that when I flip my nails the opposite way, that the red shines through and it looks like the red sole, but from above you would never know, it just looks like a really simple classic nude nail. I've added top coat to the underside of these just to make sure that they are super shiny and to get rid of any last bits of dust or anything that's happened while I was filing them. And I'm going in with another step just to tie these together with some of these red pinkish crystals that I've gotten from AliExpress, and I'm sticking these on with my Magpie Give Me Strength. Now I didn't know how this was going to turn out, I didn't know if they would last, but I've had these on for a week now and these gems have not moved, so I'm pretty impressed by that, and I will definitely be using that again in future. I'm going in with one of the bigger stones right in the middle, and you could do as many as you want. To be honest, I was just experimenting because I felt like doing something a little bit more exciting for a change, and I added 2 more smaller ones on the side. You could put these on all of the nails, but I just decided to go for a single nail. I've forgotten what they're called right now. A feature nail. I wanted to have a little feature nail, and I added some of these tiny little rhinestones as well. In hindsight, I kind of wish I hadn't done this because I don't fully love the way that they look. They don't go so well with the red and pink stones, but they're still quite cute and they fill the space quite nicely. And I'm just adding 2 last ones at the cuticle area just to cover it up because it was a little bit messy when I applied my Gel X, because I'm still a beginner, still haven't gotten the hang of it, and it takes a while. And when I'm ready, I'm going in with the Magpie Don't Be Tacky. Now you want to be careful, don't touch your stones with this as it will take away the shine. It just makes them look really, really cloudy if you get top coat on them. So I'm going as close to them as I possibly can, and then just to fill in the gaps around the base of them and to give them a little bit more strength that they'll stay in place, I'm going in with one of these tiny little striper brushes with just a little bit of the top coat on, a tiny little bead of it, filling in any of the gaps and making sure that they are nicely in place. So that is that design. It is really that easy. I know it's probably not much of a tutorial, but they look really nice in person. They would be great if you had a matching pair of Louboutins. I obviously don't. That is completely out of my price range, but I like to pretend, so even with just a little nude pair of heels, these would still look great. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.